I just walked into my favorite thrift store ever. If I still lived over in this area, I would come here once a week. No joke. This thrift store is near and dear to my heart. In my mid-20s, I was looking for the best option to get gently used but decent priced clothing for my ever-growing boys. I have 2 boys. And so we were going through a lot of clothes. Now, mind you, the prices back then are different than they are now due to this economic climate. However, I was finding decent deals on clothes today. Now, we are definitely a family where we're going to use it up, wear it out, or just simply do without. But going to the thrift store makes it so much easier for us to find things that we need and sometimes that we want. Now, if you are a thrifter like myself and you like the overall hunt, I mean, those particular items that you dug for, the items that you picked through, the boxes and boxes of clothes where you were looking for a specific size. Even though for some this is an absolute necessity to go secondhand on most items, I actually feel like I enjoy my items much better knowing that I'm also not a part of overconsumption. We are also not a family of fads, fast fashion, and brand new toys on a regular basis. But don't get things twisted, because we do live in a household full of gamer kids, and my husband's a gamer too, and guess what? They get to choose to have a hobby because life is worth living sometimes. Some may call me frugal, some may call me cheap, but you know what? I can stretch a dollar. I can stretch a penny as far as it'll go. And that is the honest truth. Even if I had money, I likely would still go to the thrift store. I would still be frugal. I would still be considered cheap. I would do these things because they make me happy. I felt rich even when I had to do without. But everything in 2025 is overpriced, and honestly, at this point, it doesn't even matter what income you're on. There are a lot of people that are struggling out there in this day and age, so it's nice to have things like thrift stores. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I was born a craft baby. I was a crafting kid in the 80s and the 90s. And for the most part, I tried to keep it contained and to just the things that I knew that I liked. I was a knitter, a crocheter. I tried sewing here and there, but honestly, it wasn't really my thing. Sewing can be very expensive, especially when you're talking fabric and the machine itself. But I also used to draw and paint and do all sorts of different media on paper. But as I got older, I started to gain other hobbies, and you guys know some of them if you've watched my other channel. Which, by the way, I'm going to pick up this extra calculator for probably 10 cents. Because when you lead a busy life and you have children and a husband, you realize that some things tend to go missing a little more often than others. Scissors are one of them, calculators, pens, pencils, anything in the kitchen that could be a small little tool, like the unfortunate missing potato peeler randomly showed up out of the woodworks after it had been gone for a month. Yes, we lost the potato peeler for a month. But I'm sure you guys have guessed, if you watch my other channel and you see all of the different supplies that are sticky notes, binders, and all the different things, this is likely where I found them, in these drawers and in this spot. This spot particularly for the larger binders. And sometimes I can find myself digging through all this stuff for hours. I mean, hours just looking for things that we may want or need or use for our household. So not only is my hobby being frugal, yep, my hobby is being frugal, but I also like the hunt of being frugal. Where am I going to find it? Which thrift store am I going to go to? What pile am I going to find it in? Is this something that I can utilize today? I am always out for a good hunt. One thing I will say that I was a little mad at is I missed out on these deals. Yep. These little lunch coolers were cheap. They were a couple bucks. See that tag on the top? It said $2. Yep, $2. I missed out, and guess what? I should have gone back for them, but I didn't. Because we always need coolers, lunch bags, and all the things. By the way, I have also given up on finding a really nice party tray, I'm just going to go to the Dollar Tree because I realize that I may leave that party tray behind for Friendsgiving and then I won't have a party tray. So, Dollar Tree it is. I know some people are going to hate this, but you know what? If I can find a good necklace or some bracelets at a thrift store for really cheap and a couple bucks, I will pick them up. Today I found nothing, and that's okay. Alright, you guys, so here's the little haul. We do have a Spider-Man. This is for my oldest child. I have a Sonic. This is for my youngest child. The dinosaurs are for everybody. I got a little 10-cent calculator. It does work. Always need a calculator. So that is the toys and family items. Now I'm going to go on to the clothes and I'll explain why I got them after I already looked. Alright, you guys, so I did not notice when I walked in, but all of the Halloween stuff, Thanksgiving stuff is half off, along with all of the children's clothes. So if it says $3, it's half that price. That's why I went back. So I got a Pokemon shirt. I got a Nike Air Jordan Flight shirt. This actually looks to be a lot older. Also got this Naruto shirt. It's long sleeve, perfect for winter. Also got this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles shirt. And then I also got this Retro Kicks shirt, which I'm not really sure if it's branded or not. I assume it's not, but it does have the 23. Okay, so I don't know, but there is that. Then I also got two really nice pairs of Adidas. You can tell that they're Adidas. Tag says large Adidas. So there's that one. They're all sweats. This one is also Adidas. These things run like 50 bucks online. Crazy. Ross maybe like 20, 30 bucks. But here's another one, Adidas. Pretty popular in our area to wear Adidas sweatpants at school. So that's what I got. That's everything.